In the world of coins, there are treasures that go unnoticed in plain sight. Among them, one of the most extraordinary discoveries is the American 1 dime. At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a simple 10-cent coin, something you might drop in a jar or forget in your pocket. But behind this small piece of metal lies a story so incredible that it has captured the imagination of collectors, historians, and investors all over the world. The 1 dime of America is not just a coin. It is a symbol of rarity, of history, and of unimaginable value. Today, many believe that this coin could be worth millions of dollars, and those who are lucky enough to own one may not even realize the fortune they are sitting on. Think about it for a moment. A coin that was once used to buy candy, newspapers, or even a loaf of bread is now being sold in auctions for prices that rival luxury cars, mansions, and even private jets. How can a simple 10-cent coin reach such staggering heights of value? The answer lies in its rarity, its history, and its condition. Not all dimes are created equal. Some carry errors in minting. Some were produced in extremely limited numbers. And some are linked to special events in American history. These are the kinds of details that transform a simple piece of change into a rare collector's dream. Takes us back to the early days of the United States Mint. Over the centuries, the dime has undergone several designs, from the draped bust to the seated Liberty, from the Barber dime to the Mercury dime, and later the Roosevelt dime we see today. But among all these designs, there are certain editions so rare that only a handful exist. For example, the 1894 S. Barber dime is one of the most legendary coins in the numismatic world. Only 24 were ever minted, and fewer than 10 are known to exist today. When one of these appeared in an auction, it sold for nearly $2 million. Just imagine that. A coin with a face value of 10 cents selling for more money than most people could earn in a lifetime. Collectors consider these coins the holy grail of American currency. Every time one surfaces, it sparks a frenzy. Wealthy investors, museums, and passionate numismatists all compete to own a piece of this history. For them, it's not just about the money. It's about owning something truly unique, something that connects them to the past in a tangible way. When you hold one of these rare dimes in your hand, you are holding a fragment of history, a silent witness to the era in which it was created. The incredible part is that some of these coins are still out there, hidden in collections, tucked away in drawers, or sitting quietly in old piggy banks. Most people who own them have no idea of their true worth. They see just a dime, a coin so small and ordinary that it doesn't seem important. But if you look closely, if you study the year, the mint mark, and the condition, over the years, auctions have proven just how valuable these coins can be. In 2016, one of the rare Barber dimes sold for nearly $2 million. More recently, collectors have placed even higher valuations, with some experts estimating that certain specimens could reach $3 to $5 million if sold today. And the prices keep climbing as more people enter the world of numismatics, driving demand higher and higher. For investors, these coins are not just collectibles, they are assets. Unlike stocks or bonds, rare coins are tangible, beautiful, and steeped in history. Now imagine you are one of the lucky few who own such a coin. Perhaps you inherited it from a grandparent, or maybe you found it mixed in with spare change. You might be holding something that could change your life forever. That is why we encourage anyone who has an old collection or a jar of coins to take a closer look. The dime you thought was worthless could be worth millions. And if you are serious about selling, there are ways to do it. Auction houses, rare coin dealers, and private collectors are constantly searching for these treasures. They are willing to pay extraordinary prices to get them. If you have a one dime of America that matches the rare editions we've talked about, you are in possession of something priceless. It doesn't matter that it says 10 cents on its face. In the world of collectors, and above all, a piece of wealth, millions of dollars can be exchanged for a coin so small it fits between your fingers. That's the magic of numismatics. Every time a rare dime appears, it sends shockwaves through the community. Collectors travel from around the world to see it. Media outlets report the news. Prices skyrocket. It becomes more than just a sale. It becomes an event. And this is exactly why the one dime of America is so important. The beauty of this story is that it's not finished. There may still be undiscovered dimes waiting to be found. Maybe in your house, maybe in your family's collection, maybe in an antique shop where no one has bothered to check. So if you are watching this video right now, take this as a sign. Go through your old coins. Look carefully at the dates, the mint marks, the details. You might be one of the few people on Earth who is holding a one dime of America worth millions of dollars. The one dime of America is proof that history lives among us. It shows us that value is not always obvious, that treasures can hide in plain sight, and that sometimes the smallest objects carry the greatest worth. Who knows? Maybe right now, in your pocket or your drawer, lies a tiny coin with the power to make you a millionaire. So keep your eyes open, keep your mind curious, and never underestimate the power of a small coin. Because in the world of rare collectibles, the one dime of America is not just 10 cents, it is a legend, a mystery, and for some, a ticket to unimaginable wealth. The story of the 1 cent coin of America is not just a simple tale of a small piece of metal. It is a journey through history, culture, economics, and mystery. A coin that was originally meant to be ordinary has, over the years, turned into a symbol of rarity and extreme value. For many people around the world, this coin is nothing more than a penny, a tiny piece of currency that holds little purchasing power. But for collectors, historians, and treasure hunters, this 1 cent coin has become a legend, something that could be worth not just a few dollars but millions. Imagine holding something so small in your hand and realizing that it could change your life forever, that a coin you once ignored could actually make you rich beyond your dreams. That is the power of the American 1 cent coin when it is rare, special, and historically significant. When we talk about rare American coins, the 1 cent is always at the top of the conversation. Over the decades, the design of the cent has changed. The metal composition has changed. And even the minting eras have created versions of this coin that are so rare that they sell for extraordinary sums of money. For example, certain Lincoln cents from the early 20th century have been auctioned for prices exceeding $1 million. Just imagine, something that was originally meant to buy candy or a newspaper could now buy you a mansion, a luxury car, or even secure your financial future forever. This is what makes the 1 cent coin so fascinating and so powerful. Collectors around the world are constantly on the hunt for these rare pennies. The story usually begins with a simple question: what makes a coin rare? The answer is not just age, though age plays an important role. Rarity can come from a minting mistake, such as a coin struck with the wrong date, the wrong metal, or even an unusual design. Sometimes rarity comes from a coin being produced in extremely small numbers. Whatever the reason, the result is the same. The coin becomes highly desirable and its value skyrockets. The American 1 cent coin has several examples of such rarities, and each one has a story that excites collectors and inspires new generations of treasure seekers. Consider the famous 1943 copper cent. During World War II, the United States Mint decided to make pennies out of steel coated with zinc because copper was needed for the war effort. Almost all 1 cent coins in 1943 were steel, but a few were accidentally struck in copper. These coins are now so rare that if you find one, You could be holding a fortune in your hand. One of these coins sold for over $1 million at auction. Imagine that, a coin worth 1 cent on its face, but in reality worth more than an entire house or luxury apartment. This is why people treat the 1-cent coin as a hidden treasure chest. Another famous example is the 1909 SVDB penny, the very first Lincoln cent. This coin was minted in San Francisco and had. But the story doesn't end with just 1 or 2 coins. Throughout American history, countless variations of the 1-cent coin have appeared. Some by design and some by mistake. Double-die pennies, for example, are coins where the design appears doubled because of a minting error. The 1955 double-die penny is one of the most famous examples, and collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for one. For some people, this might sound unbelievable. How can a mistake make something valuable? But in the world of numismatics, they study and collection of coins. Mistakes are treasures. They represent something unique, something that can never be reproduced again. And that uniqueness is what drives the value sky high. Think about it like this. Every coin is a piece of history frozen in time. When you hold a rare penny, you are not just holding metal, you are holding a story. A story of the year it was minted, the conditions of the world during that time, the people who used it, and the journey it took to end up in your hand today. That story adds value far beyond the physical coin itself. And when that story includes mystery, rarity, or an unusual twist, the value multiplies. That is why certain American 1-cent coins can sell for millions of dollars today. They are not just coins, they are keys to history, and people are willing to pay fortunes to own them. Imagine a collector's auction where one of these pennies is up for bidding. The auctioneer starts at a high price, and the numbers keep climbing. $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, and then into the millions. The crowd gasps as wealthy collectors raise their paddles, each one desperate to own this tiny piece of American history. Finally, the hammer comes down and the coin is sold for millions of dollars. The winner leaves with a coin so small it can fit in the palm of the hand. But its value is greater than gold. This is not a fantasy. It happens in real life. And it proves just how important and valuable the 1-cent coin can be. For ordinary people, the dream of finding one of these rare pennies is thrilling. You might be searching through old jars of coins, or you might discover one in your grandfather's collection, or even stumble upon it by chance in change. Every penny you pick up has the potential to be the $1 million penny. That's why so many people keep looking, hoping, and dreaming. The idea that a simple coin could transform your life is powerful, and it keeps the fascination with the American 1-cent coin alive and strong. If you like this channel and enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay connected. And if you're interested in owning or buying this channel, subscribing is the first step. Join us today and be a part of this journey.